Working on the set of Help was an extremely unique experience. It's something that I'm really going to cherish for a long time. I had a lot of fun on that set. First off, I mean, one of the biggest things about jumping on this was being invited by an outside director who's in a completely another state. Jordan Fries was honoring. I was really excited when he pitched the idea to... Actually, that's wrong. When he pitched the idea to me, I wasn't too fond of the idea. I didn't want to do it. But then I thought about it and I decided, you know, why not? So I talked to Wendell and Sean and Shy and I said, you know, well, this is what I'm kind of thinking. And originally we had a film called In the Grass. That was going to be Help. And it was starring Shy, and we were going to go through all kinds of different, you know, crazy stuff. And we ended up, you know, canning that just because we didn't have enough time. We were like, well, you know what? Why not make something that's a little more heartfelt, something that's a little more interesting? But that heartfelt and interesting actually came the morning of the shoot. I had to jump up and I woke up really early and I started writing and the story came to me and I just wanted to do something that was powerful, something that really had momentum. And the reason why this film really stood out with that was not because of the writing, it was because of Wendell and Sean's performance. They crushed it. They listened, they showed up, and the biggest thing I will say about Sean and Wendell is they're professionals. In every essence of the word, they are absolute professionals. They crushed it, they did exactly what I told them to do. They read the script that morning. That morning the script was written and it was sent right to them. And as they were driving down from Aurora to the Springs, they read their lines and got their stuff together. I mean, they came in and they knew their characters, they knew their lines, and we all jumped in together and we crushed it. We took care of this entire film in one day. We do that. We can just put this between your legs because it won't do that. Because like snatching it, I think it'll move the shirt too much.
Too much. Okay.
Let's get between your legs.
Between?
Yeah.
Like that.
There we go.
Okay, hold on, because I'm trying to make sure when this thing starts splurring, it's mostly splurring out and not too much on me.
And we all got in together and we completed this in one day. It was amazing and astonishing to see them become these characters that had only just become an actual thing that morning. It didn't even exist until, you know, that morning. And they're just amazing people to work with. Shy took the responsibility and took the other cameras and just went with it. She came in understanding the project and she went piece by piece just getting it all ready to go. She was shooting on the other side, she was assisting with the lighting, and that was one of the biggest things about this film that I wanted to differ from my previous work was the lighting. I wanted the lighting to be a character. I wanted to really test myself in creating an atmosphere that matched alongside the visuals. Now that also really got added on by Len Tyler's work, which shout out to Len Tyler who did an amazing job. His music, his sound design was just impeccable. He just knows what to do, and that's one of the biggest things I will say about the Danger Dog production family is that everybody steps up. And that's something extremely important. And outside of that family, all these problems that we faced. I mean, us losing a film, Jordan Fries working by himself, and Brooke and James, you know, having all of their problems, even including one of their props getting eaten. I mean, we all persevered and were able to create something truly spectacular with each and every one of our films. And that is what I will say is our most important driving force in quarantine cinema, because we did not allow state borders to dictate what we could accomplish. We didn't allow anything to get in our way, and we all worked together and we all supported each other. That's something extremely important with artists of all forms. Work together, you know, really help each other, support each other, like and share each other's work, talk to each other, invite each other. Yes, you want to make this something that's funding your life. Yes, you want to do this full time and you want to be able to make money, and some, you know, want to become famous and things like that. But in essence, you want to be able to do this for your work. You don't want to work a day job. In order to get there, we have to work together. We have to support each other. And that's what quarantine cinema was all about.
Disrespect.
Okay, so now hold it on out.
Oh, but look at that shadow on the back of me and everything.
Yeah, hold it by the grip. Oh. There you go. Yep, and hold it like a gun. There you go, that's it. That's the one. Shit. Actually, now kind of angle it this way. So come this way. Oh, shit. Because I got those blinds. There we go. That's it. Okay. That's the one. Okay, so I'll come from there. So keep your head exactly fucking there. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Shit, Wendell, you in the shot. Doing it from states away because we love this. And if you love this too, this is something that I hope that I will get to see more of as it shows up. I want to see other people jumping in and working on projects, no matter how far the distance, or just collecting each other and building what you can with what you have. That was what we tried to show in this. With this film, we had a lot of really unique experiences. The blood tube, we had pressurized way too much. It was supposed to come out as a clear vomit, and instead it actually shot out like a gunshot. So by mistake, we painted our entire, doorway right there completely red. It was a learning experience, and that's something that we see with these films as we keep going, is that there's always something new to teach. There's always something new to learn, especially from each other. And we definitely learned that we have the capability to jump on something and to make something out of nothing quickly, but make quality. And that was our biggest accomplishment that I feel that we had with Help. Help, in an essence, as itself, as a story, I feel is extremely important, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. This is something where we are all struggling. We're all trying to understand what to do about this. This is something new. We're writing history. And one of the things about writing history that you make a lot of mistakes and you don't know exactly what to do. I wouldn't say there's not much to learn from, but there's mistakes that happen. And with this film, that was a big object that I put in the way, because a decision was made, and that decision ended up costing the life. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched the film, which you should have watched the film because this is the after show. But if that mistake hadn't been made, if that decision hadn't been made, one of the characters would have stayed alive, But the whole point of the film was to understand that just because you're bored, just because you don't believe something, just because of whatever the case, there's a risk that is set in motion when you decide to do something against experts, against everybody else. And this is something you take onto your own, but it doesn't only affect you. And that's one of the biggest things about Help, is that it didn't only affect John with his passing. It completely destroyed Paul. But because this is a story, and because this is something that I wanted to show a range of emotions, but I wanted to give something. In death, being able to pass on something special can be rare. And so that was what Paul was able to receive from John, was that video game, and being able to live with him in a way after he had died. Something that John saw was special and it was something he enjoyed is now something that Paul will be able to experience, and every time he wants to think of John or he wants to be a part of John, he just has to start up the video game. And it just sucks that it had to be this way and this had to happen for that to be able to become a thing. And that's something that we really need to take into consideration, especially when we make these decisions, especially when we take risks, is you don't know if this could be your final decision, if this could be your last mistake. At the doorway, you see John.
Okay.
Okay. Now reach down, grab it. Being with Help, one of my favorite things about this was just being able to see the range of human emotion and to see the range of these two characters. John and Paul, especially at the beginning, have that dynamic of discussion, of banter, of, constant contradiction and, knocking each other and things of that nature. And it was all very lively and, very happy. But you could see that there was care, that there was attention, that there was a friendship there, a really strong friendship there. And as that progressed, you can notice the differences, the outside world and how it views these characters, and how Paul reacts to the outside world and how he deals with that. And then coming back to where you see, even in this hardship, they maintain that banter and they maintain that relationship that they had before, but you can clearly now see what is underneath that, which is true friendship, which is that real care and that real love. Help is about loving somebody else enough to be with them for, against even your own wishes, to, in essence, help no matter what, in all these different areas. This is a film about trying to understand the human emotion, trying to understand. Help is about trying to take care of each other and learning from your mistakes and moving forward. That's what Help is about. Help is a unique tale of coming forward and respecting. Help is a unique tale of coming forward. I enjoyed every part of this film, even the making of it under time constraints and pressure and, many, many other things. But it was such a unique experience, and I'm so happy to be able to share this with you and to finally release these films out that we've worked so hard on. I thank everybody. Wendell, thank you so much, my man. Sean, you're the best. You made me laugh so much. Shai, you took care of business and you really helped this project go. Len, you picked it up when you knew that was going to be a lot to handle on my brain. So you really helped me take some of the pressure off. And my father, Sean, thank you so much for jumping in, even at the last second, just to help out with a quick voiceover, just to make sure that I had what I needed. These kind of things couldn't be done, especially not without Brooke and James, and of course Jordan. You people are amazing. You worked so hard for this. You really worked so hard, and I am so proud of all of you for your work. Good job. This is so hard to do, and this career is so difficult to make happen, and you pulled it off. You really did, and we all did. To the people out there going in through a message of GROWL, because this is the guy of GROWL, going into this industry is one of the hardest things you will ever do in your life. That is true to people who really take this serious and really do want this. This is very difficult. And to all of you who are doing this, please continue to do so. It's very important that you continue to do your work, that you continue to spread your art, that you continue to work as hard as you do. Because if you don't, we all fail. Every failed artist is a loss. Every successful artist is a battle won. Keep going. Don't let anybody push you down. Don't let borders constrict what you can do artistically. I am so proud of everybody and their work. And keep going. Be proud of yourself. We are so proud of the work that we have done, that we have accomplished. We couldn't have done it without the support from other artists and people who are fans of art. This is extremely unique of a situation, and this is something that if you are not entirely serious, if you are not absolutely 100% devoted to this, you will not succeed. And so everybody's support outside of this, support your friends that are artists. Work with them, like their stuff, comment. Commenting is one of the biggest things that helps us. We at GROWL really push to support each other and really reach out no matter what to try to get other artists to succeed. That is the point of GROWL. That is the whole point of quarantine cinema as well, is to prove that it's possible. We did it. We were able to pull it off. And you can too. That's what I have to say about this, is that we did it. We were able to pull it off. And that's really unique. So everyone, thank you so much for watching the film. There's another film tomorrow. And for anybody that watches this after quarantine cinema, please go and check out Saving River. Please check out Time Alone. And of course, take a look at Help. You know, it's kind of cool. And everybody, well, stay dangerous. And if you can hear the growl, you've been warned.